Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's time to do what I said I was going to do and get this camera right. Uh, 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 Not going to set up. Don't want to set up for me today. Anyway, we'll wait for a few people. But what we're going to do today is read Patches the Penguin. Patches the Penguin by Scott Kovack. I said I was going to do it, and I'm going to do it. I just want to give a little shout out to hashtag I am creator. He's doing his birthday-a-thon today. So if you get a chance, stop by and say hey to him. Anyway, 1 year. 1 year, 1 year. Happy birthday, James. Anyway, this was donated to me by Scott for my granddaughter who has special needs, Rett syndrome. And I told him if he sent it and autographed it, which he did, to my grandbaby, Autumn Rose, that I would read it, and I'm going to read it. So here we go. It's got really cute pictures in it too. If nobody has read this or seen this, and you have children, this is the perfect book for especially beginners. Because it has colorful illustration and pictures in it, and I just love it. I think it's cute. Well, anyway, we're going to start it. Patches the Penguin. All right. What's going on with Patches here? Let's see what's going on with Patches. Whoever's lurking, hello. That's good. If you're lurking, you're still watching and listening. So anyway. Patches the Penguin has always wanted to fly. Sadly, penguins aren't able to fly like other birds. But Patches was determined. He knew in his heart that one day he would fly. Every day he found somewhere high to jump from, imagining taking off into the sky and flying high up in the air with all the other birds. See, Patches? See? Look at him. And look at him. He's trying to fly. Yes, Patches is trying to fly. First, he started jumping off of tree stumps, but that was not high enough. Then he tried jumping off of big boulders and trees by the stream, but that was still not high enough. He just could not get high enough in the air to catch the wind. Getting frustrated, Patches went to talk to the elder penguins of his flock. He told them of his dreams of wanting to fly. The elder penguins listened to him very carefully before they replied, "You're not going deep enough, Patches." See, you're not going deep enough, Patches. Hello, Purple Gang. Thank you for joining me. I'm reading Patches the Penguin by Scott Kovack. Okay. Yes, Patches is learning how to fly. So he went to the elders, and they're talking to him about flying. So they're telling him to keep trying, not to give up. Patches did not understand the elders' advice. He jumped off the even higher boulders and trees. He never forgot what the wise elders had said. He was not going deep enough. Patches was very sad because he could still not fly. Poor Patches. Poor Patches. He went to his favorite thinking spot to be alone. When Patches was not trying to fly, his favorite spot to sit was the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean. Not far away, some of the other penguins were playing ball and laughing. That's sad. Couldn't make fun. Patches sat quietly on the edge of the cliff, thinking hard about what the elders had said. See? There's Patches. He's not going deep enough, and he's sitting there looking at all the other little penguins playing ball. He didn't get to play ball, but he was still thinking about what the elders said. So let's see what Patches does. He couldn't think, though, because the penguins' voices became louder and louder. As Patches turned around to see what was going on, and of the, wait a minute. As Patches turned around to see what was going on, one of the penguins was running to catch the ball. He was going to bump right into Patches. See, Patches is sitting on the cliff, right? Patches tried to move out of the way, but it was too late. He was falling. Patches plunged into the water, into the falling towards the water. Patches plunged into the water, upset and scared. Going very deep beneath the surface, he began to kick his feet and flap his wings very hard. See, he got pushed. So he's falling into the water. Falling into the water. Okay. So what does he do, you think? Ha. Then Patches started to notice something wonderful, and he was not scared anymore. He was flying under the water. He finally knew what the elders meant when they said, "You're not going deep enough." Patches did not have to fly like the other birds. He had found his own way to fly. See? Patches is flying under the water. Yeah. He didn't have to be like all the other penguins. He could be like himself. So, never give up on your dreams, and definitely don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. See, how cool is that? Patches the penguin, and the moral of the story, I think, is on the back. It says, Patches the penguin's dream is to fly, but penguins can't fly, or can they? Patches is a delighted story of faith and determination that will have your child reading it over and over again. And I hope to see somebody reading it over and over again. I'm going to read it again. Now, Patches the penguin. Because I didn't really get it out too good. The colors are really cool in this. I think that's going to really catch some little girl or little boy's attention, especially if they're learning how to do something and they fall down and they fall down and they fall down and they finally get back up and they do it a different way, but it seems to work for them. I think a lot of us experience that in our lives too. So we fall down, and we think we've got to do it like everybody else, but we don't really have to do it like everybody else. We do it with the ability we have to do it. And that's what makes things so cool, because we all do everything individually. Not that we can't do something someone else does, but if we're chosen to do it a certain way, and we do it a different way, it makes it just as special as if we were doing it as like someone else is doing it. So a lot of times we'll draw inspiration from other people doing it a certain way, and then it challenges us to do things in another way that works for us, and it's just as good. So I'm going to start this out again. Patches the Penguin by Scott Kovack, illustrated by Kate Pellerin. I think that's the way you spell it, or say it, pronounce it. I hope so. Hope I'm not butchering her name. Anyway, I know Scott, so I know it's going to be good with Scott. Patches the Penguin has always wanted to fly. Sadly, penguins aren't able to fly like other birds. But Patches was determined. He knew in his heart that one day he would fly. Every day he found somewhere high to jump off from, imagining taking off into the sky and flying high in the air with all the other birds. See, he was imagining it, so he was already thinking about flying. First, he started jumping off of the tree stumps, but that was not high enough. Then he tried jumping off of the big boulders and trees by the stream, but that was still not high enough. He just could not get high enough in the air to watch the wind, to catch the wind. Getting frustrated, Patches went to talk to the elder penguins of his flock. He told them of dreams of wanting to fly. The elder penguins listened to him very carefully before they replied, "You are not going deep enough. Keep trying, Patches." So they was encouraging him to keep trying, not to give up. And I think all of us as adults, especially with children, ought to continue to encourage them whichever way they learn to do it, to do whatever their dreams take them to do, and encourage them to do it their way. Um, because a lot of times, teachers and things in school will encourage children to do things, but they think they have to do it a certain way, and they think they have to perfect it. And a lot of times, it's about progress and not perfection. You want to go in a direction, but you want to go in a direction that works in a way where you're not straining your brain or you're not straining anything else to harm yourself or confuse yourself and that kind of thing. So Patches did not understand the elders' advice. He jumped off even higher boulders and trees. He never forgot what the wise elders had said. He was not going to be very sad because he could still not fly. Fly. His favorite spot to sit was on the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean. Not far away, some of the other penguins were playing ball and laughing. Patches sat quietly on the edge of the cliff, thinking hard about what the elders had said. So he was listening to the elders. He just wasn't quite sure at this point. He couldn't think, though, because the penguins' voices became louder and louder. As Patches turned around to see what was going on, one of the penguins was running to catch the ball. He was going to bump right into Patches. Right into him. Patches tried to move out of the way, but it was too late. He was falling toward the water, upset and scared. Patches plunged into the water, going deep beneath the surface. He began to kick his feet and flap his wings very hard. Then Patches started to notice something wonderful. Hello. Sorry about that, guys. Got disconnected there for a second. We were talking about Patches and him trying to fly, and he finally gets under the water and he learns how to fly underwater. He was flying under the water. He finally knew what the elders meant when they said, "You're not going deep enough." And then he started having a good old time. Patches did not have to fly like the other birds. He had found his own way to fly. Isn't that cool? Found his own way to fly. So, never give up on your dreams, and definitely not give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. And that is so cool. That's just so cool about Patches. Yes, it's so cool. Patches, penguin. By Scott Kovack. I'm going to read you a little bit of history about Scott. He does sell his books on his website. None of my moderators are here to post the links, but if you'll just search Scott's Thoughts channel, he can give you the information on how to order. This book is $10. He has another one I will probably read next week, which is Oscar the Owl. And he just come out with his third one, or getting ready to go into print, is Myrtle the Turtle. So Scott Kovack. Scott was born February the 10th, 1974 in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. He now resides in Essex, Ontario, Canada with his partner, Jacqueline. Scott's passion for writing began at a very young age, writing poetry for his school's newsletter. He was not happy without a pencil in his hand. He grew up very shy. Writing was his only real outlet to be able to express himself. Scott is proud to bring you the first published piece of literature for you to enjoy and share with your little ones. Patches the Penguin is written for one of Scott's children, Patrick. Scott is excited to share more of his children's stories with you in the future. To Jacqueline, my scarlet muse, as well as everyone who has supported me on this journey. And then he shows Kate. That must be his partner. Who is this in here? There, is that Scott? Scott, if you're here, thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Again, this is just a really cool book. Really, I love it, and I'm so happy to be able to pass this to my granddaughter so my daughter can read it to her. And I got disconnected there for a few minutes, so those of you that did not hear it, you might want to go back and listen. That's okay. If your little ones are there, I'll reread it. Just give me a thumbs up. I can reread it, or you can play it back and let them hear it. But I got disconnected for a few minutes, so I don't know if it all went through or not. But this is Patches the Penguin by Scott Kovack. I told him I would read it online. I don't have his links because my mods are not here. But if you go to Scott Kovack or Scott's Thoughts channel, you can contact him about these books. This one in particular is $10 plus shipping, and he's in Canada, so you'll have to pay him. I don't know how much it costs for shipping for that, but you'll have to pay shipping costs on that. If you're inside Canada, he will pay shipping on them. But he donated them to me for my grandchild, and I told him that when he did, I would read them online live. So I'm going to try this again. Patches the Penguin, Scott Kovack. And he's a very dear friend of mine. Very, very dear friend. He also autographed the book to her, Autumn Rose, and he highlighted to and said, "Never give up on your dreams." So I thought that was really sweet. So we're going to talk about Patches one more time. So Patches the Penguin has always wanted to fly. Sadly, penguins are not able to fly like other birds, but Patches was determined. He knew in his heart that one day he would fly. Every day he found somewhere high to jump from, imagining taking off into the sky and flying high up in the air with all the other birds. See, look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that just cute? Look at the Patches. And he's trying to fly. He's jumping. He's trying. He's trying. First he started jumping off of tree stumps, but that was not high enough. Then he tried jumping off of the big boulders and trees by the stream, but that was still not high enough. He just could not get high enough in the air to catch the wind. Aww. Getting frustrated, Patches went to talk to the elder penguins of his flock. He told them of his dreams of wanting to fly. The elder penguins listened to him very carefully before they replied, "You are not going deep enough, Patches. Keep trying, Patches." So they're encouraging Patches. See, the elders are encouraging. Even though he wasn't doing it, they kept encouraging him to do it and telling him to go deeper, going deeper. And I think for us as adults, we need to go deeper inside ourselves to learn how to do certain things. We don't always have to do it like other people. So, just for it to be done. We can be satisfied with our own way of doing things. If they're positive, of course. So, Patches did not understand the elders' advice. He jumped off even higher boulders and trees. He never forgot what the wise elders had said. He was not going deep enough. Patches was very sad because he could still not fly. See, he was getting discouraged with himself because he kept trying and trying and wasn't getting anywhere. He went to his favorite thinking spot to be alone. When Patches was not trying to fly, his favorite spot to sit was on the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean. Not far away, some of the other penguins were playing ball and laughing. Patches sat quietly on the edge of the cliff, thinking hard about what the elders had said. See? He's sitting on the cliff. He's still trying, poor Patches. Patches is still trying. He couldn't think though, because the penguins' voices became louder and louder. As Patches turned around to see what was going on, all the other penguins was running to catch the ball. He was going to bump right into Patches. They were going to bump him. Patches tried to move out of the way, but it was too late. He was falling toward the water, upset and scared. Patches plunged into the water, going very deep beneath the surface. He began to kick his feet and flap his wings very, very hard. Then Patches started to notice something wonderful, and he was not scared anymore. He was flying under the water. He finally knew what the elders meant when they said, "You're not going deep enough." Patches did not have to fly like the other birds. He had found his own way to fly. And see, he found his own way to fly. See, he's under the water. Look at him. He's backstroking. That's so cute. That's so cute. Anyway, he found his own way to fly. And I think we all need to find our own way of doing things. Never give up on, the moral of the story, never give up on your dreams, and definitely don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. And that's the end. That's the end. It's a cute little story for especially those that little ones that are just beginning to read and love colorful pictures, and it's also got a good meaning behind it. It's just to, like I said, to encourage our children to keep on doing what they're doing and maybe try a different way. Try a way that works for them, and don't worry about what other people say about the way you do things, because you might learn it in a different way that they won't understand and that they can't do. But it's always good to try, to keep trying and keep trying. Also, if you want to reach Scott, go to Scott's Thoughts channel. He has his links up there. I don't have access to his links right now because I don't have any mods in here. They usually post mine, his, or whoever's links. Also, he enclosed a bookmark with patches on it, which is really cute. It's got his information on the back, his emails on the back of the card, and he also enclosed his business card for me. That way, if I want to order anything else from him, I can, and I plan on ordering his next book, Myrtle the Turtle. That was so cute. He read that the other day, and I thought that was just darling. But anyway, he's got to print that one, I think, pretty sure. He just got okay on that one. But Patches is so cute. Anyway, guys, that was what I said I was going to do today as the reading for today. Tonight, I'll be on again at 10 o'clock p.m. for the meditation, Calm Down. That's probably where everybody will show up. Everybody's probably celebrating with James today, James Cox. Hashtag I am creator, which is cool. It's his 1 year anniversary from being on YouTube. Hashtag I am creator. So if you haven't been there, go check him out. He's got a big stream going today to celebrate, and congratulations, James. I'm very happy for you. Also, I too am doing some things different. I also upload music videos along with I'm doing a fundraiser for my grandbaby who has Rett syndrome. That was one of the reasons Scott sent the books for me to read, was he was donating those to her. I also make purple ribbons to sell for $3, and I will send it to you. Shipping is included in that. These are pins that you can wear on your lapel. You can attach them to your purse or a book bag or whatever you'd like to do. Who's that? Did you just come in? Ronnie? Is that Ronnie? Ronnie? Thumbs up if that's you. I just got through reading Patches. I think that was Ronnie. I'm not sure. Anyway, my links, the one that to donate for Rett syndrome awareness is paypal.me/ did Melody hear me? Good. I'm so glad she heard me. But if you want to donate to help us get a wheelchair accessible van, these are $3 to donate, and I will send them to you. That money will go directly to my granddaughter to help us purchase a wheelchair accessible van. My sister, Becky, has a Facebook page that started. It's Becky Barnes. If you go to her page, you can see what she's doing is called diamond art, and she is selling that as she does it to raise money also for the wheelchair accessible van. If you don't want to purchase anything and you just want to donate, you can go to either link, either hers or mine. Again, I don't have the links to post. My mods are busy right now, so the links to post on mine, you can go to my YouTube page. All my links are up. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you. I know you're busy. That's my PayPal link Ronnie just posted, that you can go and donate to help us purchase a wheelchair accessible van for one of these. If you purchase a diamond art painting from my sister Becky, I will give you one of these free. So any money is greatly appreciated. We're doing this for a good cause, a good purpose. If you donate to the research, which is a good thing, it's not a bad thing, because we need to find a cure for this. It's horrible. The money goes into the research, which goes into helping those that work and do the research find a cure. But none of the families see the money. And so it's left up to the individual family to try to raise the money to purchase things that their insurance does not pay. And unfortunately, fortunately, her insurance does pay for lots of things, but it does not pay for a vehicle to transport her from one place to the next. And they're having issues with that because she's 5 years old and she's already in a wheelchair. And to get that in and out of the car is really difficult for my daughter and her husband. But we're still hopeful that that's going to happen. My brother will be doing a bike run sometime in June. I don't have the date on that yet, but just as soon as I do, it will be posted on my website, on my YouTube, as well as my Facebook and Instagram page. All those links are on my YouTube page, so if you go there, you can click on any of those links and you can get in touch with me, send me a message. If not, you can check out my sister's page, Becky Barnes. I think I've got hers down here. It's paypal.me, capital R, / capital R, capital BARNES 948, and that's her PayPal link if you want to donate for diamond art. But those are the two links. Those are the two priorities today. Also, I've been posting music videos where I have written or co-written with someone else. They're lyric videos. They're not anyone sitting and singing or playing or anything like that, instruments. But they're good. It's good music if you like that type of genre. If not, then you just don't like it. But anyway, it's still good. Good writing, good tunes. Also writing with another gentleman, Peter B. Conder, who has a separate page of his own. If you'd like to check that out, it's Peter B. Conder on Instagram, also on YouTube, and I think he has a Facebook page as well, so you can contact him there. Any information you want to get on him, you can talk to him there. I don't have his links, so I don't have them written down anyway. I've got them, but I don't have them written down, and I don't have access to get to them right now, but I can shout him out. Also, MJ Rock, Magic Jones Music. I have done some writing with him as well. He posts his stuff, he's slowing down a little bit, thank God. I'm going to say that, thank God. He's slowing down to take time to focus on his music and to put out better quality. Not that he hasn't already, but I think he thinks he can do better, and I think a lot of us that listen to him also thinks he can do better too. And I'm very proud of him, of his success, and I'm very proud to call him my friend and my brother, as well as Peter, my friend and my brother. And another shout out who is very, very important to me, so important to me, is Ronnie G. Inspirations. Check out her page. She posts daily, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. Inspirational thoughts, and I love them because it helps you stop, and it sometimes helps you start your day over again. If you're in a funky spot, you can always go back and read something she posts, and it's like, oh wow, I needed to really hear that, and I'm really, really proud to call her my friend and my sweet Texas sister. She means a lot to me, very much so. So go check out her pages, guys, because she is really a good person to help you uplift your life, and just be there. And if you don't do anything but read one of her posts, I guarantee you're going to be uplifted and with positive vibes. It's really cool. She's helped me in many ways, and I sure am appreciative of that. Also, again, Magic Jones music. Um, Another one that's been very inspirational in helping me do lots of things and get through lots of tough spots. Um, Sometimes he don't think he has, but he has. Sometimes I want to wring his little jaws, but I still love him very much. He's in my heart. Um, just getting to know Peter, and he's a hoot. He's a hoot, but he's got awesome music. If you like indie pop music, that's the place to go and listen. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Um, he is working on an album. I think he's posted one of his videos called Time. I posted a lyric video, and I'm gonna have to go back and change a few things. But he posted it actually on his page, his YouTube page, and it is a beautiful song. If you've not heard it, go listen to it and check out some of his other things, because he's doing some really good things too. He's just got his studio up and going, and fixing to be releasing lots of things. So I'm very proud of him as well. He's become a really close friend. So I call him my Celtic brother. So there you go. There's your shout out, Pete Pete. So again, follow some of these guys, and I do want to mention Fairy and Father Frequency. I catch them on Friday nights before I do my live stream. They're very positive people. They're also musicians. Father Frequency, he has a page as well. You might want to check him out. Tam Bear, she's another one. I go there Friday afternoons, and then on Mondays or Wednesdays I check in with Tam Bear and Fairy to get some positive reinforcement from them. They're very good. Their energy is awesome. There's nothing like it. I can't tell you the experiences that I've had just being in their stream and listening to them talk and share and do things. I love to see her and Father Frequency together because their energy just kind of jumps out at you. And sometimes I need that, especially on days when I don't feel so hot. And this week's not been too good for me. It's just been rough. Physically, rough. Mentally, I've been okay. But physically, I've had a tough time with this weather. It's been very cold and damp and icy, and I think we've got it here in Tennessee a lot better than a lot of other places do. I think they're in some of the sub-zero temperatures where we're down in the 20s and such. They're in some sub-zero. So anyway, I was going to try to stay on here an hour to see if anybody kind of dropped in. I know Ronnie's still in here checking me out. But if Melanie's still there, or who, I think that's who you said Melanie was listening, the baby, or one of the other ones were listening to me read. But Patches the penguin is so cute. So cute. And I promised Scott I would do that. And I'm sure he'll go back and listen later. He's probably working right now. Most people are at this time of the day. If not, they're doing something else. Melanie is just staring at you. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Melanie, sweet thing. Would you like to see Patches again? I'll just show you to you. Show Patches to you. See, Melanie? Look at Patches. See Patches? How cute is Patches, the penguin? Look, he got little band-aids everywhere. Where he fall down. Yes, he fall down. Looky here. Wait a minute. Let's get over to some colorful pages for Melanie. This is for Melanie. Okay, Melanie, I'll read it one more time for you. Just for you, Melanie, because you're watching Billy. You're watching Billy read Patches. So I'm going to read it one more time for you, Melanie. Do you see? Okay? Patches the penguin. Patches the penguin, yes. Look at there. Look at there. Let's just see. Patches the penguin has always wanted to fly. Sadly, penguins are not able to fly like other birds. But Patches was determined. He knew in his heart that one day he would fly. Every day he found somewhere high to jump off from, imagining taking off into the sky and flying high in the air with all the other birds. See? See, Patches? See, he's thinking about flying. And then over here, he's fixing to jump. He's fixing to try to fly. Yes, he does. He jumps off and tries to fly. Okay? So it says, first he started jumping off of tree stumps, but that was not high enough, Melanie. Then he tried jumping off of big boulders and trees by the stream, but that was still not high enough. He just could not get high enough in the air to catch the wind. You see that, Melanie? He just couldn't get high enough to catch the wind. So getting frustrated, Patches got frustrated. Patches went to talk to the elder penguins of his flock. He told them of his dreams of wanting to fly. The elder penguins listened to him very carefully before they replied. You're not going deep enough, Patches. Keep trying, Patches. See, Melanie? They told him to keep trying. Keep trying to fly. Keep trying. You're not going deep enough. Let's see. So Patches did not understand the elder's advice. He jumped off even higher boulders and trees. Never forgot what the wise elders had said. He was not going deep enough. Patches was very sad. He was sad. Patches was sad. No, Patches was sad. Patches was very sad because he could still not fly. Poor Patches. He went to his favorite thinking spot to be alone when Patches was not trying to fly. His favorite spot to sit was on the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean. Oh, he found a favorite spot. Not far away, some of the other penguins were playing ball and laughing. They were laughing at Patches. Yes, they were. Whoever's here, thank you for being here. I saw someone else come in. Patches sat quietly on the edge of the cliff, thinking hard about what the elders had said. See, Melanie? See? See Patches? He keeps falling down, and he gets frustrated. He's like, I can't fly. I want to fly. Doggone it. Then he goes over here, sits down, and thinks about it. And while he's sitting there, he could hear all the other little penguins laughing. Were they laughing at Patches? That's not good. If they're laughing at Patches, that's not good. But let's see what happens. He couldn't think, though, because the penguins' voices became louder and louder. They were really talking loud, laughing at Patches. They ought to be ashamed laughing at Patches. Melanie, they should be ashamed. As Patches turned around to see what was going on, one of the penguins was running to catch the ball. He was going to bump right into Patches. Patches tried to move out of the way, but it was too late. He was falling towards the water, upset and scared. Patches plunged into the water, going very deep beneath the surface. He began to kick his feet and flap his wings very, very hard. See? Look here. They bumped right into him, and he fell, and he was falling into the water. Hello, Tan Bear. Glad to see you. Glad to see you here. He fell into the water. Yes, he did. Melanie? Yes, yes, he fell. And he fell hard. So he started flapping his wings. Flap, 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 flap. Kick, 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 kick in his feet. So he could do something. He could do something. So then Patches started to notice something wonderful, and he was not scared anymore. He was flying under the water. He finally knew what the elders meant when they said, "You're not going deep enough." So he finally figured it out. Patches did not have to fly like the other birds. He had found his own way to fly. Look at that. Patches is flying under the water. Look at him. He's going to town. He backstroking and everything. He getting it done. Yes, he is. Patches is patch, 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 patch. Fly, 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 fly. Yes, he is. Look at him backstroking. Choop, choop, choop. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Tam Bear. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here and supporting this. I appreciate that. Okay, so Patches got to fly. He was flying underwater. Melanie, are you listening to your Auntie Billy? He's flying underwater. So the moral of the story is never give up on your dreams, and definitely don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. And that's the story. Yes, it is a beautiful book. This book was donated by Scott Kovack from Scott's Thoughts channel for my grandchild who has Rett syndrome. Okay, he autographed it to her, and I told him if he did so that I would read it online, and I did. And also, I don't have his links to post. He's probably busy right now. He usually posts those when he's in here. Canberra, you're welcome to post your links while you're here. I'm all good with that because you support me, you, Fairy and Father, and Ronnie G. Inspirations. Let's see, I went on and on to say, let's see, Magic Jones Music, Peter B. Conder, James Cox. I don't see Rant Jams anywhere. Okay, I'm just glad Melanie got to hear the story. I'm glad she got to hear the story, and maybe later you can play it back. Yeah, I'll see you too. 10 o'clock. We'll do the meditation, slow down, at 10. So, anyway, anybody that's interested in this book or donating, please, my link is paypal.me/RETT, RETT 510. Any donation would help. We're trying to raise money to purchase a wheelchair accessible van. Anything is appreciated. 50 cents, $1, whatever you can do. If you want to purchase the book, I love you too, Tam Bear. Thank you. If you want to purchase the book, you can contact Scott Kovack on Scott's Thoughts channel. He will be able to give you the information. This book right here was $10, and of course he would charge shipping, and he's shipping Canada. He's shipping Canada from Canada, so there will be shipping added to that. He's also come out with next week. I'll be reading Oscar the Owl, same time, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I also told him that I would want to purchase his next book, which is Myrtle the Turtle. Myrtle the Turtle. Once he gets that, he's got it on paper, but he hasn't got it printed up with pictures yet. Yes. So the two of you that are here, thanks for being here and listening to Patches. Maybe you can play it back and make a comment about the story, about what I'm doing, and let your children hear it because it's very inspirational. Also for the adults. So anyway, I think that's about all I'm going to do today with the story. Everybody else can come back and check it out if they'd like. And I will see you guys later at 10. We'll do the meditation and continuation of Being in Balance by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Let me show you that one. This will be the continuation tonight. Being in Balance by Dr. Wayne Dyer. We'll finish this up. We'll start this at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That we'll do the meditation and the slow down, and then we'll read a little bit of this, and then we'll chit-chat with one another, and then that'll be that. But I think Fairy and Father will be on probably a little bit before me. I'd like to try to catch them before I get on. That way I'm a little more zen before I read this. But anyway, again, that link to donate is paypal.me/RETT510. And that goes directly to my granddaughter's account for a wheelchair accessible van. So anyway, I love you all. Thank you all for listening and being here. And please smash that like button and show some love. And with that said, peace out. Lots of love and Gypsy.